I'm a cigar man. I'm a cigar man. Big up, baby. You know I'm smoking.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Smoking Salads on Location. So today, my on location, I'm in Vancouver, Washington, along the Columbia River, just west of Beaches and McMiniman's restaurant. So you walk along the little walking path, and you can see before you cross the bridge, there's some stone steps. Well, it's kind of piled stones, really, but it gets you down to a nice little beach area. The beach area is beautiful. It's quiet. Not a lot of people know about it. You can smoke cigars there. And it's got lots of little cubbyhole space here. So you can see I'm kind of tucked away in this little cubbyhole space here. And in a minute, I'll show you exactly some more information about the little beachfront here. But it's beautiful outside. It's comfortable. It's in the mid-80s today. And I am smoking a Crux Du Connoisseur. So this is a Nicaraguan binder and wrapper, and it's got Honduran fillers. It is meant to be smoked with coffee or, some kind of a full-bodied spirit of some kind, and it holds true to its name. It actually has notes of espresso, and a little sweetness in there, maybe caramel, lots of leather, lots of wood, but just a beautiful expression of a cigar. Crux Du Connoisseur, and this has been around since about 2015. They introduced it at the IPCPR, now known as PCA, and it was a big show off back at that show. Managed to get our hands on some. Now they used to be in the Pacific Northwest. They had to kind of back off a little bit. They kind of grew faster than what they thought it would. So you're not going to be able to find it really easily in the Pacific Northwest, but anywheres in the Midwest, you're going to be able to find these. So if you're a Midwest watcher, go look for Crux cigars. Jeff does a great job at the blends that he's got a cigar. So this is the first one that I'm smoking this month. We're going to be doing others as I'm on location. So speaking of on location, let me switch my here and let me get up off my butt. So this is my view. All right, so this is from within my little cubby hole, but let me get out of my little cubby hole here. And you can see it goes down the beach a little bit this way. And the big buildings right over here, that's where McMiniman's and Beaches and stuff is. And then there's all these little condos right here. And lots of little cubby hole spaces to kind of hang out in, lots of shade. So if you're not really big in the sun, that is the I-5 bridge in the background that you're looking at. So there's a little bit of road traffic noise, and you'll get a little bit of airplane noise as it goes over. But you can see it stretches out for a while. You're not going to bother anybody with your smoking of your cigar. So that's why location, and even the people that are here, they're not going to be complaining about it. So I discovered this place along with another fellow cigar smoker who works at Paul's Tobacco in the Jansen Beach area, Mike Janakis. So Mike, call out to you. You introduced me to this place, and we spent plenty of time down here just enjoying ourselves. Usually we'll carry some music with us or something like that, and just kind of hang out here, cool off in the water. It's not, the current's not really super strong here, and it's just a great spot. So I'm about in the first third of this cigar, and I'm going to be coming back here when I get to the next third of the cigar and let you know what flavors or if anything has changed about the cigar. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Smoking Salads on Location. I am John Hill, your host for this show, and I am smoking the Crux Du Connoisseur. Here's a box that actually came in. It's a little 5-pack there. And actually, I understand with the shadow, it's kind of hard to see. So there we go. That's a little bit better. And here's my review. Now, one thing that's really kind of neat about the cigar, I'm now just getting into the second third of the cigar. I do have additional notes of some cinnamon, lots of pepper through the retrohale, but the rest of the flavors is still there. The finish is about medium, so it does refresh the palate pretty quickly. I'm not really drinking anything, because I'm a firm believer in not drinking and driving. So since I was the only one that came down here, I didn't want to do that. I forgot to bring some sodas or whatever. But if you look at the wrapper, Those are actually holes in the label, and they're incorporating the color of the cigar with the actual label itself, which I thought was kind of cool. It does give it a pretty cool look. So far the burn is excellent. In fact, it's gotten pretty high reviews. Stogie's Cigar Stogie, they rated it a 98. Blind Man's Puff rated it like in the 90s. Many other people have rated this thing in the 90s. So it is, so far, it's a medium bodied smoke, and it is not disappointing at all. So I'm going to enjoy this next little third, and we'll see you when I return on the last third. Welcome back. I'm on my last third of the cigar. The flavors have mixed it up a little bit more. I don't get so much pepper through the retrohale now. It's primarily that espresso kind of a flavor, a cedar, and the sweetness of the chocolate that I got at the first third of the cigar has kind of morphed into more of a baker's chocolate. So it's not a bad bitter, it's just a different kind of chocolate note. So the flavors on the palate have pretty much been, just that cedar and the same, coffee espresso, just a touch of caramel here and once in a while. So you do get still a little bit of that sweetness on the palate, but through the retrohale, it does change around a little bit. So one thing about when you're on location, don't take your cigars and just throw them down. Field strip them if you must. Carry them with you and put them in your car, your ashtray, or whatever you got going on. So nothing that makes people really, really mad is seeing cigar butts all over the beaches or the parks or wherever I'm going to be going. So if you got an idea, did you want me to go and to do an on location in the Portland, Oregon, and Vancouver, Washington, or just Oregon, Washington, Idaho area, shoot me a line, smoking.salads@comcast.net. Just put the subject on there, so just saying, on location idea, and we'll see if we can't squeeze it in. So in closing, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, share it, make comments on it. The more people that watch it, the better off we all are. And I'd like to remind you that there are also 2 other shows that we do weekly. Nick is doing Smoking Salads After Hours, where he makes mixed cocktails and talks about how to make them and so on and so forth, and pairs them with the cigars. And Dean is doing Smoking Salads Sautéed. So that is a great show. It's a cooking show. So we're pairing the cigars with the actual food, and he's cooking it as he goes. It's a fantastic show. So don't forget to check out those shows. At the end of each month, we're doing live. So both Nick, Dean, myself, we're all together, and we're going to be doing the last review of the Crux cigar this month. And we're going to talk a little bit about our experiences with the other 2 or 3 cigars that we had smoked. And you'll see all of our opinions on all of this when you go over to Smoking Salads Sauté, Smoking Salads After Hours, and Smoking Salads on Location. So thank you for watching. Share it, like it, send comments to smoking.salads@comcast.net, and we'll see you next week.
I'm a cigar man. I'm a cigar man. Big baby, you know I'm smoking.